thought it came down to a couple of moments here. In the third quarter, they have a long drive near the beginning of the second half. Midway through the third, they go 8 plays, 69 yards, and it stalls inside the 10-yard line. And they decide to kick the field goal there. It makes it 24-10, so it extends it to a 2-touchdown lead. But it made you wonder, boy, do you kick the field goal there and just take the point, or do you try to go for the kill shot? And for the Cowboys, for that possession, for that drive, to stall there, I think was the start of allowing the Jaguars to hang around. They had 4th and 4 from the Jaguars 6. If you go for it and don't get it, you've backed the Jaguars up inside their own 5-yard line. Instead, McCarthy kicks the field goal there. Ultimately, it would do in the Cowboys. Secondly, that INT, that first one that Dak is talking about, is a killer. I'm not gonna berate him on the one in overtime. He throws it low. It's off of his receiver's hands. It pops up in the air. It's a great athletic play by the Jaguars. That's really not on Dak. But the first one is. The first one, he's deep inside his own end, and he just sails it. And, I'm not going to sit here and flex on Cowboys fans, okay? Because there's certainly more football to go. There's at least 4 more football games for the Cowboys. There's 3 to end the regular season. There's a playoff game coming up. And, anything can happen clearly in the NFL. But, last week I'm talking about how I didn't like the effort that I saw out of the Cowboys against the Texans, that they have a 30-year history of taking lesser opponents lightly. We have a 30-year track record of the Cowboys flaming out in December and January. We have a track record of this team flaming out last year in the playoffs when they were a no-show at home, won the division against San Francisco. And, every sensitive Cowboys fan wants to say, oh, D.A., you just hate the Cowboys. You're finding reasons to hate the Cowboys. Well, this is a me problem. Hey, earth to Cowboys fans, I didn't throw interceptions yesterday. Earth to Cowboys fans, I didn't coach one and dones for the Cowboys the last 30 years. I wasn't under center against a 10-win Giants team in 2007 when you guys were the 1 seed, 13-3. I wasn't playing defense when you guys couldn't stop Aaron Rodgers, again, 1 and done of the playoffs, top seed of the NFC. Sorry, I didn't drop any passes last year against the Niners in the first round of the playoffs. And sorry, yesterday, again, I didn't blow a game against the Jaguars. And last week, I didn't nearly let the 1-win Texans beat me. Sorry, you guys can fire all you want on me, but I didn't do any of that. You Cowboys fans would be better served focusing their ire, their frustration, not on the quote-unquote haters, but on their own franchise, their own organization. Because you guys keep being fed a line of garbage, and it's happening again. Great defense. Micah Parsons is the elite pass rusher. Two-headed monster in the backfield. Pollard and Zeke, this is how you're built for the playoffs. This team's different. McCarthy's won a Super Bowl. This is not your normal Cowboys team. It's not. It's not. What did we just see the last 2 weeks? If the Texans didn't Texan, you guys would have had back-to-back losses against Houston and Jacksonville when it mattered most. But it's the haters. It's the haters focusing on the wrong thing. The Eagles had close games too. Hey, guess what? The Eagles are winning. The Eagles are the best record in football. Jalen Hurts is an MVP frontrunner. Stop comparing everything. Other teams had close games too. Stop. Focus on your own. That's the problem with Cowboys fans. It's always something else. It's always the haters are focusing on the wrong things. Or, look, they did it too. They did it. Stop it. A bunch of babies. Your team are frauds again. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do when the Eagles bust you up in the playoffs or the Niners make you look like fools in the playoffs? What's going to happen then? What's going to happen for another one and done? We've been doing this for 28 years now. 28 years of this. Build up the Cowboys. Oh, it's a different Cowboys team. Oh, this is the year Tony Romo gets over the hump. Oh, this is the head coach that they need. This is the best defense they've ever had. Oh, the offensive line's the best in football. Oh, look at how good their run game is. Look at all the weapons that they have. Every year we do this. Every stinking year. And every year it's the same thing. Done. Fin. Kaput. Every year, it's a turd on Christmas Eve. It's a New Year's Eve disaster. It's a one and done to the playoffs. It's a no-show when it matters most. I mean, honestly, the Cowboys fans lashing out at other people. Oh, people just have it out for us. Man, the Jaguars have been to an AFC championship game more recently than you have. In an NFC championship game. I mean, come on. What are we even talking about? It's always somebody else. It's always we don't get enough credit. It's always you'll see it's different. Is it? Is it ever going to be different? Is it ever going to be different?